Beautiful place to fish, beautiful fish. There's a lot of fish to catch. Oh yeah, baby, look at that thing right there. Does it get any better than that? Oh, what a beautiful day out here. Welcome back to Lake Vermilion. That is where we are today, where we were actually yesterday too. Welcome back to another video is normally how we start that little progression right there, and then we slowly tease up the lake we're on. But we're just gonna jump right into it. Today, Lake Vermilion, yesterday Lake Vermilion, Minnesota fishing opener. We're talking in broken sentences now because we've been spending a lot of time on the road and a lot of time fishing, which is always a good thing. But obviously wanted to come over here, especially for the Walleye Now side of things, to Minnesota to film a lot of their opening weekend type of sequence stuff. And I was over here, this is my third day in Minnesota now, and the first day I just spent driving around some of these big Minnesota bodies of water. Fishing, you couldn't legally fish for walleyes yet, so we're just driving around, doing all the scouting work, showing people what the fish look like and everything like that, breaking down a lot of these spots. So if you're going to a Leech Lake, a Winnipegosh, a Vermilion, a Mille Lacs, any of those style of bodies of water, over the course of the next couple weeks, we just put up an awesome video on exact fish location on the Walleye Now app. Click on spring, or first click on Let's Go Fishing at the bottom page, then click on spring, and then click on, what are we gonna, some thumbnail looks something like this. It's this video right here under destination. So really good breakdown there. But obviously we wanted to fish the opener as well. So Vermilion's a place I've basically spent zero time. So it's kind of like fishing a new body of water. And if you're familiar with Vermilion, or if you just open up your Google Maps real quick and look at it, you'll say, my gosh, is that lake just sprawling and endless and huge? It is. It's a lot of water. It's not just a lot of water, it's a lot of fishable water. There's not a lot of dead water out here where like you look at a map and you're like, oh, fish wouldn't be there. It all kind of looks similar. So really wanted to come out here, break it down, catch some fish. And yesterday we kind of teased around, dipped our toes in the water on what might be possible. Seems like there's a lot of shorter fish in here. So if we can target those 15 to 20 inch fish and then maybe get some 20 to 26 inch fish on top of that, that is the goal. So it's a beautiful day. Unfortunately, we lost all cloud cover and we lost all wind today. Today's Sunday, which is unfortunate. But we're gonna do our best. We'll see where this video goes. Hopefully catch some good walleyes today, and hopefully create an awesome video on the Walleye Now app for anybody looking to fish Vermilion, specifically Walleye Now piece on that. So stay tuned, let's get it going on. We're gonna drive around a little bit, see what's happening on this absolutely beautiful spring day, and hopefully catch a whole bunch of Minnesota opener, baby, walleyes up here on Lake Vermilion. All right, location number one. Now, one thing I will say about bodies of water that look like this, where you can go down a shoreline and it just looks good for pretty much 40 miles, would be fish very fast until you are around fish. Whether that means seeing them with your graph or until you get a bite. So that is kind of the deal. I mean, this lake, I can tell you just from driving around here for a day, is 100% the situation where like you could get out here and spend an entire day on one shoreline and just never really be around fish. But the whole time you're saying, man, it looks really good here. It's good rocks. It's a good sand to rock to sand transition. So the key is generally fish fast until you get bit, or be able to see them on electronics. So that's the key. We're gonna kind of just put the Minn Kota on 3 or 4, kind of cruise down this bank, start pitching some jigs. Yesterday we caught some fish on jigs and plastics, caught some fish on crankbaits, and caught some fish on jig and minnow. Given what this looks like today, glassy, no wind, we're gonna go jig and minnow. We might switch up colors and go with either 1/8 ounce Pendu or an 1/8 ounce hammered gold Google Eye. We're just gonna tip that with a fat head or some kind of chub minnow. One tip, if you're going to be casting a lot and fishing minnows like this, is how you want to hook the minnow. And this might seem like a kind of a pointless little tip, but if you're getting new to this, or maybe if your minnow flies off all the time, take the minnow on your jig in the mouth up through the top of the skull. will stay on 1,000,000% better when you're doing a lot of this pitching and casting. So stay tuned. Let's get it going on. Hopefully put a couple fish in the boat and have an awesome, beautiful day out here in Lake Vermilion. Fish on right there, man. It's feeling pretty good too. This is a walleye. It's going to be one of the better ones. Just pitching this little tiny gravel island here back in one of these back bays. This could definitely be a better fish here. Come on, baby. Come on. Let me see ya. And spot lock us down here. Come on. This has to be one of the better ones. Oh yeah, look at all that gold, man. Look at that, dude. Beautiful Lake Vermilion walleye right there. One thing I noticed, it's like they're not really fighting that hard. And that's kind of been the theme, whether they're big ones or small ones this week. Let's go ahead and scoop you up, big girl. Look at that thing, dude. Look at that thing. Give me some of that. Oh man, that is what we are after right there. Let me show that one off. A big, long Lake Vermilion walleye right there. You know, we've been catching a lot of these 14 to 18 inchers, and it's like you kind of pull through enough and you get one of these right here. 1/8 ounce jig minnow, bright and sunny out today, fishing just a little bit slower, but look at that, man. That is what we're after right there. Does it get any better than that? Northern Minnesota opener, catching big walleyes on Lake Vermilion. Wow, absolutely love it, man. I'm gonna take a quick thumbnail picture. All right, man, took a quick picture. We're gonna let that big girl go, because that is what I'm talking about right there. That is as good as it gets, in my opinion. And like I said, you know, obviously you guys been watching the video. It's like we kind of been catching a lot of these 14, 18 inchers, which are a nice size fish, nice eater size fish. But when one of those shows up, all is right in the world. So we're gonna keep pitching around. Maybe we'll see a couple more fish that size before dark. Fish out right there. We got audio. Everything's rolling. All right, guys, feeling good. Had a little camera meltdown a second ago, but we're back. It's definitely going to be a decent fish here. Oh yes. And dude, I don't know what it is, if it's these fish just coming off spawn. They're hitting very, like, you're not getting that big pop, and then it's like they'll fight hard for about 5 seconds, and then they just kind of like hot dog you like this. But hey, we'll take them 100%. Scoop you up, buddy. That's a nice walleye right there. A little bigger than the 12, 14 inchers. Spot lock down real quick. We're just pitching a little rocky area here, pretty shallow. Let's get this guy off real quick, and we'll show him off, because that is about as good as it gets, man. Beautiful day in the Northwoods, catching walleyes. I don't know how you can really go wrong from that. Look at that, man. Absolutely beautiful fish. About an 18.5 incher, I'd say. Somewhere right in there. Nice stocky fish. Super gold up here. Water's kind of got like this little bit of a tea stain to it, and it seems like in certain areas of the lake. And some other areas it seems a lot clearer, but that is perfect right there. Oh, man. And if this jig isn't the sexiest thing you've ever seen for pitching shallow, kind of a little bit off-colored water, look at that hammered gouleye. Such a good look with a little rattle in there. 1/8 ounce. We're going real shallow with them. Gosh, they're picking it up light. Got them. Oh man, we're just kind of drifting down that edge for a second. And I was just kind of, as the boat was swinging, I was just kind of letting it follow that break. Where you at, bud? Oh, I love it. Look at that thing go, man. I absolutely love it. You can just kind of see him down there. There we go. Yeah, nice walleye if you're going to eat one right there. Probably about a 17, 16. It looks like he's hooked on just on the outside of the mouth. Come here, bud. Come here. There we go. In the bag. Another nice walleye right there. We'll take him, man. We will take him. Nice fish. There's a lot of, talking to a lot of people, it seems like a lot of people come out here and catch a lot of like really short ones. 10, 12, 13 inches. And don't get me wrong, I have also caught those fish. But we're trying to do everything we can to kind of, you know, if we just get an area where that's all we're catching, we're moving on. And looking for some of these little bit nicer fish. 15 to 20 to 20 plus inch fish is kind of the goal. So let's let that guy go. Beautiful eater right there if you're going to keep one. Lake Vermilion Gold, my friends. It's a beautiful sight. See you later, girl. Let's do it again. It's a cool place to fish. I have fished a lot of very expansive like flowage systems or reservoir systems. This is very sprawling. 40,000, I think it's like 40,000 acres, which doesn't seem like a terribly lot of water, given a lot of the other lakes in the area might be 100,000, 130,000, 112,000. Some of the other big Minnesota bodies of water. This is much more sprawling. There's a lot more targets to fish in this system. So it fishes, you almost have to do a lot of fishing through things to kind of get a feel to what's going on, is what it seems like. Oh my goodness, dude. Some of these bites are so soft. Got him right there. Look how on the shoreline that was. I mean, just right there, dude. Right there. Another nice fish, another nice fish. I don't know why this is, but it's like they'll pop the jig and then it's like they don't fight super hard. Bizarre. I don't know if it's just because they're just post spawn or if they're just up there kind of sunning themselves and enjoying the day. We'll take them like that. We'll take them. Another skinnier male. It definitely seems like we're in a spot now where there's just some of these nice, 15, 16, 17 inch males on there. On the 1/8 ounce hammered gold Google Eye. Little smaller hook shank on there, which pairs so well with a lot of the smaller shiners or fatheads you might be fishing this time of year. Beautiful fish, man. I think we'd have our Lake Vermilion shore lunch right now if I had the cast iron, some butter, and a little bit of breading with. So let's let them go. See you later. There we go. That was like 3 fish back to back to back in here. All nice keeper size males if you're going to keep one. But I reckon we'll probably keep scooting down the shoreline here and look for a big fish. Wow. Got him. Right there. Feeling all right. Certainly feeling okay. Just doing a little jig trolling down this edge here. Yeah, nice walleye. Really nice Lake Vermilion walleye right there. Another good eater sized one. Sometimes when you just get these big sprawling flats like this, what you can do is just troll down them and pop that jig as you go, just to even cover a little bit more water and keep that bait even a little bit more in that zone. One thing you generally do is just go to a little bit heavier jig. So we were fishing 1/8, now we're fishing 1/4 when we're jig trolling, because I'm going to keep the boat moving about 0.7, 0.8. I mean, moving pretty quick for fishing a jig. There you go. I mean, not big ones, but good eaters right there if you want to keep a few gold tasty walleyes. We'll get him back and we'll just pitch that thing right back out there in the zone. I'll take a screenshot right now. What you'll notice is kind of how closely I'm following this edge from the rock to the sand. Anytime you can find a good edge, it's good to be on the edge. So you can see boats in about 9 feet of water, and I'm just kind of cruising down this transition, hoping that there's obviously some fish sitting there. And a lot of times once you find one or catch a couple in the same spot, then you kind of spot lock down and kind of fish that area a little bit more thoroughly. But it's a great way to kind of cover water. Basically just keep the trolling motor moving forward, running down that edge, and just kind of popping the jig as you go. Pretty simple. To be honest with you guys, cheese is getting a little questionable. 3 days, no ice. We'll take our chances, I guess. But we're gonna eat a sandwich, drive around a little bit. Maybe we'll just resume the fish catching this evening. Last night I fished with my good buddy Pete, was up with me on Saturday, actual opener. We ran around, kind of dialed a lot of this stuff in, and had a pretty good little pattern going after dark on some bigger fish. So couldn't tell you what's gonna happen the rest of the day, but maybe we'll just cut to some good old-fashioned evening walleye fishing. All right, you guys, well, it is about that time of night where we can start doing a little bit of trolling. And we're just gonna troll kind of your standard stick bait, suspending crankbaits, your Rapalowski jerk HJ12s, your Smithwick suspending rogues, baits like this. We're gonna flatline them on a spinning rod. We're in the state of Minnesota, so we only get one rod, obviously. So I'm just gonna kind of make a bomb cast behind the boat, put the Minn Kota on autopilot and constant, and just kind of run down some of these transitions that are super shallow at about 1.3, 1.4 miles an hour. And it's a great way to kind of target some of these bigger fish after dark. We did some of this last night, so maybe we'll throw a few of those fish catches in too. But it seems to be one of the best ways in which you can come out here and target big walleyes this time of year. So stay tuned, let's buckle up. Hopefully we get a few bites tonight and enjoy just a beautiful night on a beautiful lake. Fish on right there. Feeling big and heavy too, man. Real big and heavy. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Hopefully you guys can see all right here. We're just entering that prime time here where we're starting to look for some big old walleyes. And if we can put a few of them together this evening before it gets too late, because I got to edit this whole video tonight, I'll be a happy guy. He's fighting a lot like a lot of the other walleyes, where big hit, not a lot of action after that. It's feeling like a good fish though. This is going to be a big walleye. Come on, buddy, where you at? Where are you at? Worst thing that could happen, it jumps and it's a bass. Oh yeah, super nice walleye, man. Super nice walleye right there. Hopefully you guys can see all right. It's just barely at that time where we're just about to set the net up, and look at that thing, man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got her. We got her. That is what we're after, my friends. Oh, it feels good. I'm having a lot of fun at this place. Let me flip a light on. We'll get you guys a little camera action and show you what's up. And oh yeah, baby, look at that thing right there. That is what I'm talking about. Big, old, perky Lake Vermilion walleyes, man. And this is the time of day, right? A lot of times these big fish might be up shallow, especially on a day like today where it's just been flat calm. A lot of times, nighttime, these fish will get a little bit more bitey. That is as good as it gets right there, man. Just a stud of a walleye up here. I'm digging this. Jig during the day, troll big walleyes at night. How can you beat it, man? That is a good one. Let's let her go. See you later, big mama. Well, let's flip that off quick. And we just are getting started, so we'll see if we can make it happen again. Can't fish super late tonight because we have to get up and leave and drive 3 hours super early in the morning and edit tonight. So let's stick a few more though. That was too much fun. Got him right there. Number 2, man. Man, what a fun way to fish. Just kind of came off a little inside turn. I don't know if you guys can see like how close we are to shore. Oh, we probably need some light, huh? Just yell at me if I forget to turn the light on. Feeling all right. Oh, he's already up top too. Oh, there's nothing better than feeling him hit that crankbait. You know, you can just feel it doom, 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 just going real slow, and all of a sudden it's just pop in a slack line. Where you at, buddy? Gonna be another nice fish though, I think. Not super big, but probably a decent one. Just literally can't even see here. Let's turn the headlight on once. Nice walleye. Very nice fish. There we go. One of the smaller ones we've nitroed, but you know, still a nice 18, 19 incher, I'd say. We'll get you off there, girl. Any one of these things that wants to thump a crankbait in the dark is good with me. There we go. Beautiful walleyes right there. And man, it's almost one of those bites, especially when you have weather like today. Can we catch them? Yeah, we caught them today, but it's almost like, let's just sleep in, wake up, maybe eat a little brunch, and then go out at dark, because it can be absolutely stellar, obviously, when the sun goes down out here. Sorry for having my headlight on, but we'll let this fish go here. See you later, girl. Look how close we are to shore. You guys can probably almost see the bottom. But there we go. That's the deal. Right there. It's feeling good too. Feeling like a real good fish. All right, man. This doesn't get you going. You know, Minnesota opener. A lot of people on the lake during the day. At night, I could be the only person out here on a Sunday night. The only boat I've seen since it got dark out. And this is a good time. I'm digging this. Feeling nice. Feeling real nice for sure. When you're fighting fish like this is a 7.3 Elliott medium light fast. You want a rod that loads a lot. Where you at, bud? This is gonna be a good one for sure here. This is gonna be a good one. Oh yeah, super nice walleye right there. Super nice walleye, real fat one. Real fat one. Let's go scoop him up real quick here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is what we're after right there, boys. That is what we are after. Digging that. Let me get us off the bank a little bit here. That is a super nice fish, my man. That bite, literally, that fish just came up and kissed it. I mean, that was all it was. And we'll, trying to get off the shoreline here real quick for you guys. We'll get them popped off and give you guys a look. Alright guys, look at that fish right there. That is what I'm talking about. Beautiful Lake Vermilion walleyes. How does it get better? Catching a bunch of walleyes all day jigging, trolling big fish at night. That is as good as it gets for a Minnesota opener right there, man. And to do it all on a spinning rod, how you gonna beat it? Let's let that fat girl go. I love Lake Vermilion. This is 100% a cool place to fish. Not just for the fish we're catching, but the scenery, the lake. It's all good with me. Alright guys, I don't even really know what else there is to say. Lake Vermilion. We came, we saw, we did it. And it feels good. Believe it or not, when I asked a question to Instagram several times throughout the course of the winter, I said, what's the #1 place you wanted to go see me fish? Lake Vermilion got more votes than Lake Erie, Lake of the Woods, Green Bay, you know, wherever. It got more votes than all of them somehow. So apparently a lot of you guys enjoy fishing Vermilion, are curious about Vermilion, or just want to see me come to your favorite lake. So here it is. Don't worry, I love this place. We'll be back more frequently in the future. So don't forget, Walleye Now is a great spot for me to kind of document exactly what I'm doing and then put it on kind of a library for you guys. I broke down all the locations where we're catching fish and the 2 patterns in which we're catching fish on daytime and nighttime. So if you want to come out here and literally just replicate this exact same thing, it's available right there. So to find that, download the Walleye Now. If you haven't already, click Let's Go Fishing at the bottom of the page. Click Spring, and then it'll be under Natural Lake and Destination. Thumbnail will be down there under the Destination tab, something Lake Vermilion. But beautiful place to fish, beautiful fish. There's a lot of fish to catch. I got a feeling it only gets better from here too. We kind of stayed away from a lot of the super popular areas. There were some areas that had like hundreds of boats in them at any given point in the day. We tried to stay away from those big community spots as we normally do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little video on Lake Vermilion. And I'm speechless, not much else to say. yesterday, caught a bunch of fish. We could literally stay out here for 8 more hours tonight and just keep catching these fish after dark. But I got a long travel day tomorrow, and then a day from now I'll be at another seminar. So it's the life of a traveling YouTube walleye fisherman. But appreciate you guys watching this. It means a lot to me. Drop some comments, drop some likes. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel. We're back on the road in the morning, and we'll see you at the next stop.